Dangers of irrevocable trusts. Estate planning in Houston is about more than just preparing for the future. It's about preserving wealth, protecting your loved ones, and making sure your legacy reflects your intentions. While irrevocable trusts can offer strong benefits, they also come with significant risks that could impact your long-term goals. Understanding these risks is key to deciding whether an irrevocable trust fits your estate plan. Texas residents often turn to irrevocable trusts for asset protection, tax benefits, and to avoid probate. But before creating one, it's important to examine the legal framework and possible consequences that come with surrendering control of your assets. The legal framework in Texas has its own unique trust laws that shape how irrevocable trusts operate. For starters, the state does not recognize domestic asset protection trusts, DAPTs, which means a trust where you are also the beneficiary won't shield you from creditors. If such a trust is challenged, courts may deem it fraudulent and render it invalid. Texas also follows community property rules. If an asset placed into an irrevocable trust was acquired during marriage, the division of that asset could still be contested. Selecting a trustee comes with its own set of requirements under Texas law, including age and residency qualifications. Additionally, the state allows for spendthrift provisions in irrevocable trusts. This offers some protection from creditors by preventing beneficiaries from assigning future trust income to others. However, it's critical to draft these provisions properly under the guidance of an attorney to ensure enforceability. Homestead laws are also important. Texas offers generous exemptions for primary residences, but placing a home into a trust can affect those protections. Your lawyer can help align trust provisions with homestead exemption rules to preserve those rights. What are the dangers of irrevocable trusts? One of the most significant dangers is the loss of control. Once an irrevocable trust is created and assets are transferred, the grantor cannot freely make changes. Decisions around distributions and investments lie in the hands of the trustee. If your circumstances change, such as divorce, a new child, or a financial shift, modifying the trust often requires the consent of all beneficiaries. There's also the issue of limited access. If you're facing an emergency and need funds, accessing assets inside the trust can be complicated or even impossible depending on the trust's terms. And then there's inflexibility. Life is unpredictable, and irrevocable trusts don't easily adapt. Whether the concern is shifting family dynamics or evolving financial priorities, the rigidity of the trust can become a problem. Texas Medicaid rules add another layer. The Medicaid look-back period scrutinizes asset transfers made within 5 years. Transferring assets to a trust too close to applying for Medicaid could result in penalties or disqualification. These rules are strictly enforced, and proper planning must begin years in advance. Understanding the process of an irrevocable trust. Setting up an irrevocable trust starts with defining your goals. Whether it's minimizing taxes, protecting assets, or qualifying for Medicaid, each objective will influence the trust structure. Next is trustee selection. This person or institution will have full control over how the trust operates, so choosing someone reliable and competent is essential. Texas law sets criteria for trustees, including certain residency and age requirements. Once the trust is drafted by an attorney, funding it correctly is critical. Assets must be transferred with the proper documentation. A poorly funded trust won't offer the protections or benefits you intended. Underfunding or failing to retitle property can create legal and tax issues down the line. Finally, the trust should be reviewed regularly. While changes are hard to make, monitoring the trust's performance and ensuring it still aligns with your goals is vital. Working with a law firm ensures that updates to your estate plan follow Texas law and address any new developments in your life. An irrevocable trust can be a valuable estate planning tool, but only when established with a full understanding of the risks and legal obligations. To explore whether this option aligns with your personal and financial goals, speak with a lawyer who understands the complexities of Texas law. For personalized guidance and experienced legal support, Contact the law office of Whitney L. Thompson, PLLC at 281-214-0173. Visit us at 4201 Farm to Market 1960 Road W Suite 360, Box number 116B, Houston, Texas 77068, United States.